Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me now? Need to know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. Let me see. Hello. All right, y'all can hear me. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy rebirth day. Happy, 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 happy days. Happy, 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 happy days. So tonight we're talking about transforming, right? Transforming and trauma, and how they're two very different things, but also two very similar things. It's sort of like, ooh, you like you like to fight, right? And you also like to debate. Well, fight is a type of debating, right? You're discussing, you're going at it, you're something passionate. We got three people, so three times a lady, three times a lady. All right, now y'all gotta tell me who's here. You gotta tell me who's here. Y'all want to get some shout outs. We're gonna do some. Oh, we got four people watching now. We got four people. I felt like four, me four, me five, me five, me six, me six. I'm kidding. All right. So tonight with transformation, now we got three. Somebody's like, I'm gonna bolt the hell out of here. I don't know what the hell that's talking about. All right, so three people. So a lot of times we as human beings come together and we kind of forget who we are, especially after something severe has happened. Say it's a death, say it's an emotional, what I call emotional backlash. This could be due to a relationship. This could be due to professional. Hello, Miss Anne Marie Young. How are you? This could be due to personal, professional, all the O's, right? All the O's, emotional, sexual, all the whole things go down the line of the backlash, right? Now, you might say, Suits, why are you using the word backlash? And it's not just because it's a WWE term for pay per view that's coming up soon. No, no, no. But it is in my consciousness. And that's what we have to understand. With transformation, things happen to us. Things happen to us. And we have to understand that change is inevitable. We talk about this a lot in this show. Change is inevitable. And we have to realize that as we change, as we shake things up, right? As we shake things up, as we look for those generators to bring about the change, right? We have to understand, we have to understand that unconditional love is not always gonna do it. It's just not. I mean, I'm so happy for people who believe I'm a lovely person and I'm just gonna be in love with life and the universe, and that is great. But transformation can be an absolute boom. It can be a pain in the beep, and we don't realize that because inside we're like, I'm doing good, I'm doing good, I'm doing good, because either you've cut yourself out of a situation that you're not that's not feeding. I was watching Batman Brave the Bold today. It was talking about how viruses, you know, Aquaman was attacking a virus, and as he attacked the virus, he thought it was destroyed, and then it multiplied, right? Because he didn't attack the virus correctly. And as we go through the trek of transformation, that trek of trauma, we have to realize that it's not all to boldly go where no man has gone before, or woman for that matter, to the stars and beyond. No, no, no. We have to realize people have gone through changes, have experienced pain, but everybody's different. So everybody experiences pain and transformation differently. I have a friend who, on the regular, shuts down for about every 6 to 8 weeks, right? For about 2 weeks, the person shuts down because they have learned how to adapt. They're they have learned how to change in a way where the change is not going to be so severe that he's going to unpopulate his current or her current surroundings. And that happens to a lot of people. We think we are going out on this trek of transformation of truth. You hear about these treks of truth. Maybe you haven't heard of the TOTS because I just made that up. Trek of truth. TOT, copyright pending. You're on a TOT. You're on a trek of truth. And you have to realize that your trek of truth is one thing, and their trek of truth is another, right? You have very similar things. Like people going through rehabs and all that kind of stuff, and people going to AA meeting. Very similar paths, but the pavement might be a little different, right? So as we are transforming, right, as we are finding our truths, we have to understand that not every sense of transformation is the same. People will change according to their preference. Do not rush somebody because they are not changing up to your standard. A lot of teachers do this. A lot of teachers push students. They push students. They're like, well, you gotta keep up class, you gotta keep up, right? But these treks of truth. Now, for these lazy asses, pardon my French, but it's true, for these LAs, right? For these LAs who are like, I'm just gonna go on my own time, and there's no reason, just like I talk about in the acting world, if you can't justify why you move from one place to the other, right? Then that director can say, I don't want you to do that. But if you can justify it, and it's logical justification, hello, Donna. That's great. That's great. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to talk about some grief, right? We're talking about some grief. We're going to talk about some other things. The transformational process, we're going to see where it goes. We might do a little guided meditation, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Look at some spirit junkie cards probably and some powerful igniter affirmations. And I found this great deck of cards that I thought I had lost, but I found them. So that's great. So we're going to work with those two. So let's just start. Are y'all ready? Who's ready? I need to hear somebody say, I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready. Me too. Oh, I'm ready. Okay. So our first thing, let's see what we got. Let's go. Okay. A lot. Oh, I see somebody from Ireland. Hello. Well, I can't do every time she's on, I can't do my Irish accent. I don't understand. I can't believe it. Really pissing me off too. Well, a little bit, not really. All right, I'll get there. All right, y'all ready? Okay, so healing through grief. Grief is work. Avoiding grief is even more work. Amen. It's like when you're dating that person, right? When you're dating that individual, and you're like, ooh, this is work. That's your first sign. Sometimes that you need to bolt. There's other times it's like, oh, this is worth it. Today I will not run from the pain. So on your trek, pain, it's like when you're working out. You're like, I know, Jenny. I know it's an English accent. I can't do an Irish accent when you're on the field. When you're here, I'll get one eventually. I promise. I'll get one. All right. Grief is work. Avoiding grief is even more work. Today I will not run from pain. I will allow the healing powers of grief to soften my feelings and mend my broken heart. A lot of people have broken hearts. Broken heart. See here, oh God, I've got a broken heart. All right, so let's release that. Ready? You've got a broken heart. If someone has hurt you, made you feel less than human, this is to let go. Work with that heart chakra. Now we're going to create that clearing space. We're bringing some celestial energy in. Now we're going to use some intuitive. We're going to ground ourselves. Go back to that heart. Let's go to that voice. Let's get that celestial. Let's do it all. Oh, a T card just fell. Let's see what that T card says. Man 2. Man 2. All right. So let me talk about Man 2. Hello, Anna's watching over there. Can't do a damn accent. I can't do it. It's really pissing me off. Every time when Jenny's on, I can't do my Irish accent. It really pisses me off. Okay. All right, here we go. I'll get it. I did it before. I'll do it before. Maybe when I do some Samuel Beckett, we can do it. You may not be able to see it now. This happens a lot with trauma and transformation. All right. Lots of things go on here. You may not be able to see a person is transforming. Okay. You may think they are just having a bad hair day. Okay. Or they've got bad breath. Or they wore their shirt inside out. Or they're post trauma, right? They're PT, right? They're post trauma. Like, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, they left me, but I'm going out and drinking tonight. We gonna do it. We gonna get out there, man. We gonna do it right now, right? They get on the little elephant, right? And they start going into town like click, 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 right? And they go out and they party, right? But we don't see what's going down internal. For them, due to past trauma, right? The past, which is ever so frequently going to rip, roar, and backlash us on a regular basis, right? That is going to help and harm us in the future because it builds how we deal with pain. A lot of artists starts, and this is and anybody who's been around actors, actresses, artists, dancers, singers, any kind of craftsman or craftswoman, right? Any kind of poet of the theater. The first lesson we're taught is do not allow yourself to be a therapy session. People do not come to the theater to see your therapy. They come because therapists are too damn expensive. So they get like 2 hours to sit there and be like, wow, their life was woof. My life is woof. But I see it. I see it. So we may not be able to see it now. However, after a loss, after a gain, right? You may lose something, but you usually gain something. If you think about, let's think about pregnancies and such, right? When you lose something, right? You gain something, right? Rebirth, springtime, rebirth. Here we go. How are we being reborn, right? How are we being reborn? How are we rebuilding ourselves, right? So let's go back to that heart. How many of y'all are currently working on your heart chakra, working right here saying, I need this now in my life. I need to repair my heart because I don't know how to receive love. I don't really know how to give love because every time I give love, people think I'm being either fake, I'm being overly attentive. I'm not being what's the word? Oh yeah, normal. Because people are different. So Man 2. Now I'm gonna read to y'all what Man 2 is from this great little tea leaf card. It's a great deck, steampunk guidebook, great little deck here. Here we go. So the positive, male significant card, strong, courage, proactive, forthright, strength, independence. There are 2 men in this deck. There are, trust me. One man who holds a cane is tipping his hat to the left, right? That's what this one is. The other's tipping his hat to the right. Pay attention to these directions as it's very telling in regards. The man card's a male card, represents strength and being proactive. Okay. That could be in relationship, career, financials. So maybe some of y'all are thinking about money. Think about how to deal with money. So during grief, what happens? When we're sad, what do we do? How many of y'all use retail therapy? I used to have that club. I used to own property, real estate, retail therapy. And then I realized that I was just buying something to remind me not to feel what is natural, human. Buying something to remind me to not feel human, right? It'd be so great if you could just go and have retail therapy and not actually buy it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need that. Usually when you go out and buy, like, I had some friends that used to go out and buy like little dresses, or I had a friend go out and buy who would, buy all kinds of different clothings and stuff. I would go out and buy like comic books and cards and all kinds. When I was a kid, I felt this whole big hole in my life because I knew I was adopted, right? I knew my grandparents raised me. I knew that. Later out, I found out I had an older brother that I didn't know about. So I was always trying to fill this void with whatever I could. And then when I became an intuitive medium and you hear different people's stories, right? You hear people's stories. You come to learn that, oh, shoot, I am buying stuff to fill a void that does not need to be filled. Because pain is a natural part of being a peaceful human being. A peaceful human being is someone who cares for the world, who cares for people, who cares for prosperity, who cares for productivity, right? And a lot of times when we go out there in this world and we're in pain, we don't want to feel the pain. We want to numb ourselves. We want to go, I need to be numb tonight. Let me find my way to being numb tonight. I just need to be numb tonight, just tonight. And they keep on saying it for one night. And then one night becomes 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and then months and months and months and days and weeks and weeks and weeks, right? So you may not be able to see it now. However, after a loss, you will rebuild yourself, as this card says. You have been given the opportunity to create yourself anew, right? So you're looking at the world differently. So for all those people who need to look at the world differently, we're going to shake it off. Y'all ready? We're going to shake it off. We're going to shake it off. Like taking a bath. Shake it all off. Shake it all off. From your feet, your nether regions, all your stomach, your chest. Make sure you get the soap in your eyes. Oh, I can't see. I'm blind. I'm blind. Oh. Right? So you want to go in. You want to get yourself all clean. All right? Y'all feel that energy? Y'all feel those waves? I want y'all to imagine there's an ocean of quartz, but it's a liquid quartz. And it's going all over y'all. And as the light hits the quartz, it becomes a prism, and the rainbows wrap around you. They wrap around you. Right? So y'all get ready. Here we go. White. Yellow. Green. Orange. Lavender. Blue. Darker blue. Light purple. Red. Knock on yourself. Say, hey, anybody in there? Is anybody in there? All right. So if we go on this transformation of truth, this trek of truth, we have to start looking at ourselves. We have to start saying, okay, who am I? Who am I? All right, let's see what this card says. Oh, okay. What's this? Oh, okay. That's what that is. All right, here we are. Your grief is real because the love was real. Ooh, come on. So here's the question. I'm going to be devil's advocate. What if the love wasn't real, but you still feel that pain? You still feel that anger. You're raging against the machine. You're like, ah! Right? You don't even know what's going on. You're feeling these things in your brain, in your head, in your heart, in your mind, in your body. Your grief is real because the love was real. Do not doubt your grief. Do not doubt the pain. Do not doubt the anger. Right? Do not doubt these things. Hello, Gore. Gore is watching. Hello, Gore. I think he's new. Hello, Gore. My name is Seth David Suits Haley. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Go on. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you, sir. All right. Do not let it be minimized. Do not let the pain be minimized. You're not a computer screen. When you're a call center and you got minimized screens. No, you're not. Do not be minimized. The intensity of the grief is there because the intensity of the love. Wow, look at that balance. I want you to remember that. You've got to balance stuff out. So if you're on this trek of transformation, right? You're on this trek of transformation. You have to understand if I'm on a trek of transformation, I am going to be doing things that might not be comfortable. They may be painful. Some people are like, I don't want to work out. I'm like one of those people. I don't want to work out. I don't want to work out. It's going to be painful every time. Headache, back ache, leg ache, booty ache, stomach ache, mind ache. I don't want it. I don't want it. Right? But you got to have it. You got to have it. The pain shows you that you're human. I tell people that are having issues with emotion to watch Star Trek TNG and watch how much data Brent Spiner does it excellently, wants to be human. Wants to be human. Do not let the greatest part of being a human that we can feel, that we can understand, trauma. Just because we understand it doesn't mean it has to be our bedfellow, though. All right, y'all have that friend who calls you. You won't believe what happened the other day. That man, let me tell you what this guy did to me. Or oh my God, you won't understand what this girl did to me. Oh my God, let me tell you. Or oh my God, my boss is. And you all know these people, right? I used to be one of those people. Like oh my God, right? And people just want to talk about the weather. Sometimes they really do. They just want to talk about the weather. That's it. It's like so exciting, right? That's Chris Rock, not Chris Rock. Kevin Hart was so excited. All right. Forgiveness is not an action or attitude. It's a process. So how many of y'all have had the person come to you and say, am I forgiven? And you're like, oh, I'm working on it. And they're like, wait, what do you mean? Like I got down on my knees today. And I looked at the stars that were in your eyes. And I begged and I pleaded and I said, please, Lord, forgive me. But because of the trauma that you caused, yes, you might have been in pain at this point too, right? The balance that we've talked about, the balance. Forgiveness is not an action or an attitude. It's a process. Be willing to forgive. It takes time. So if someone says it's a process, I have to work on it. You hear a lot. This is really big in TV shows now, especially about relationships and such. And you can watch how TV has changed over the last couple of years. They've gotten a little bit more real. They've got a little bit more, Sandy Myers used to say, living life truthfully under imaginary circumstances, right? I always used to think of a fish bowl, right? And the fish was in the bowl, and he would just go round. And the rocks were the story. When you're a kid, you have the little fish, you have the rocks, right? And you had the little house. The house is the story, and the fish would go in the house because we all want to get inside the story. We all want to get inside the story. And that's important. That's important. How do we get inside the story of us? That's a very important thing to understand. How do we do that? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little guided meditation. All right. I'm guessing most people are feeling pain from not being understood, being misunderstood, past life, what I call hooks. I like to think of like Hellraiser, like pain. And the Hellraiser box opens, whoosh, 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 right? I tell people when they're going into into do chakra work that this is how it's probably going to feel at times. You're going to feel as your chakras are getting aligned that it's pulling because your body's not used to it. Your body's like, what do you mean? Wait, ooh, yes, that feels great. That's the spot, right? Because your body's not used to it. And when your body's not used to it, guess what happens? Can't do the damn Irish accent. This is crazy. Open my voice. Let's see. I'll get it eventually. I'll get it eventually. We'll have to hear some Irish people, and I'll get it eventually. That's British. That's British. Hey, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, child. That's what I'm doing over there, you know. There you go. I told you I could do it. Well, a bit, not really. Well, kind of. That's too much English in there. I'll get it. Pain is inevitable. Grief, suffering is optional. So, how you grieve, your business. Pain, that's going to happen. Someone's going to let you down. Someone's going to hurt your feelings. Someone's going to be a beep, beep, boop, boop, beep to you. And when they're beep, beep, boop, beep to you, guess what you have to do? You have to be the bigger man, the bigger woman, the bigger person. And you have to say, not today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. I have enough of your beep, 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 and I don't want it. I don't want it. A lot of people, when you're going through the trek of transformation and the trauma that we've all had in our lives, like I told you, I found out I had a older brother when I was very young, and I felt so much pain. I felt so much anger, and I just walked. Remember, I walked the length of Ridgeland, Mississippi at the time. It felt like I was like, why would they not tell me? Why would they not let me know? Why? And they didn't let me know to protect me. Because it's like telling somebody, ooh, you want a big steak? Or you want a nice salad? You know, for the vegetarians out there. And then you're not able to savor that meal. Some things, it's better not knowing, right? I wish I would have learned it in a different way. So a lot of times we go through painful experiences, we have to learn how to deal with them. Sometimes pain is called because somebody is so fed up with something, they don't care. They just like to watch the world burn, right? And y'all, I call these fire starters. I call them FSs. And these FSs just like to watch shit blow up and then walk away. They're like, bye-bye. I see you when I see you. I see you when I see you. Okay? So, your grief is real. Your pain is real. Because the love was real. Do not doubt your grief. Do not let it be minimized, right? We talked about that. Despite, I don't know where this card's coming. Wow. Y'all look, there's a card here. So the deck is here, right? I want y'all to see this. Deck was here, right? And the other deck was here, right? There's a card right here. That's weird. That's what it says. Despite our best efforts, people still die. We may try to stop death, but we couldn't. I did enough. I did the best knowing what time I knew at the time. That's a mediumship message, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, that's a mediumship message. The card probably came from a man, too, because it was under the man card. So if you feel like someone passed away recently, I would say, despite our best efforts, people still die. We may try to stop death, but we couldn't. I did enough. I did the best, knowing what I knew at the time. Holy smackerel dackerel in my face. Like pop, 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 pop. Like that's a Stone Cold Steve Austin belt right there. Look at that. That's what my wife got me. Not my wife, my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, right? And my father-in-law, they got me that for my birthday. So I have it here at work. Virginia told me, she was like, why don't you just have the belt by you at work? Why don't you wear the belt at work? Because I love my belts. And she was like, why don't you just have it by you at work so you feel that energy? And I was like, that's a damn good idea. So I do, and it has helped me ever since. But that is crazy that card was there. That is nuts. Bridget, I don't know if you heard about this, but there were two decks. There's one deck here. There's one deck here. Right? And there was a man card that we put down here. Right? And then there was this card was right here, and I pulled it up. That's definitely a mediumship message. So I guess someone needs to hear that. Okay. The grief is there to heal the pain. Okay, let's talk about that. As I heal my pain, as we heal our pain, as we transform, as we regulators mount up, as we do what we need to do, right? We sometimes get caught in this web. It's like, eat me, no, he's gonna eat me. You feel like the spider in the web. You're like, no, no, right? Because the inevitability is coming at you, right? It's crawling towards you like, oh no, oh no, spider, spider, and you're this little fly and you're caught in this web. We've all felt that way. We've all felt this pain. And for some reason, my volume keeps changing. This is so weird. Technology's been weird. Technology's been weird lately. The grief is there to heal the pain. We don't run from grief. We actually run from the pain of loss. That's very important, ladies and gentlemen. We don't run from grief. We actually run from the pain of loss because memories are there forever. Good, bad, indifferent. We have to understand, we have to say, hey, who is going to take up real estate in my brain? Right? I finally get that quote. I'm 40 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I finally get that quote. Who are you allowing to take real estate up in your brain? Why? Right? You must think you must have a big head. Because if he's got allowing this feeling of this person about this and that person about that, and then poof. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about some chakra stuff. Y'all ever talk about some chakra stuff with the pain? Let's see where a lot of y'all's pain's coming from. Y'all ready? Who's ready? What's in the box? Ooh, ooh, what's in the box? Ooh, ooh. Tell me. What's in the box? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh yeah. This is a lot. A base chakra. This is a lot. A lot of people are dealing with this. So let's work on that. Feel that right in that base. So then we're going to use the clear, cancel, and delete. Wow, y'all feel that? So there's 7 people watching right now. So here we go. Ready? So what would y'all say? I want you to say this with me. I want you to say, Ooga, soothe. All right? Onward, upward, greatness abounds, soak up the humanity. All right? Say, Ooga, soothe. I want to feel the energy. Okay, y'all ready? Ooga, soothe. Ooga, soothe. Ooga, soothe. Ooga, soothe. Let's create something. I release myself from the web. So as you feel you're caught in the web, I want you to pull from this side and go make that noise. Go. So when somebody in your house hears that, they're like, "What in the?" And pick your leg. Another leg. All right, well, this somebody's leg down here is really stuck. So you got it on this side of your body really stuck. I'm feeling it. There we go. Stretch that leg out. Ooh, stretch that body out. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's so feels good. All right. So that base chakra. Look at this. All right. Here we go. The next line of talking about is we have somebody who's having issues with their communication and their creativity. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Creativity and communication. Alrighty. Imagination, expression, originality, and passion. So a lot of times when we're dealing with grief, our creativity goes woo. A lot of people become addicts. The only reason that they stay addicts, besides the addictive stuff, chemicals and all that stuff. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist or anything, but it's because the surge that they feel from their creative self. So if you feel like you have to be in pain to create, we're going to release that too. Ready? That's an honor. Thank you, Joshua. So if you feel like that, I want you to let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it drip down your canvas. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it drip down your canvas. So we got all these colors. So we got this big white line coming down right on your canvas, right? So next color we're going to throw up there with this blue. It's beautiful blue. So I want you to see this blue. You got this blue? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? You see the blue? So I want you to take the blue. I want you to take the blue. I want you to go. Take a brush. Ready? Here we go. Shokure. Seihiki. Dakomio. So if this is all blocked here, I want you to vote St. Blaze, patron saint of the throat. Once you say Blaze, I want you to blaze I want you to let this go. I want you to take all the kudzu that's wrapped around my neck, all these things that are preventing me from speaking. I want you to say, to sit in solemn silence on a dull, dark dock in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of the short, sharp shock from the chippy chopper to the big black block. Ha ha! If you stick a stack of liquor in your locker, you'd be slick to put a lock upon your stock. For some joker who is quicker will steal you of your liquor if you fail to put a lock upon your stock. Alrighty. So creativity, imagination, expression, originality, and passion. So don't connect these things here to pain. Pain will help you open that door, right? It will. It's unfortunate because it's there and you're like, ooh, I want to forget this. And so you go down. I used to do that all the time. I was angry. I was mad. I was like, I'm all right, play. I'm angry. Right? And you just go down to it. Musicians, I hurt myself today. Right? I don't know how to write that song, but y'all should go listen to that song because it's great. Trent Reznor produced it, and Johnny Cash. Imagination, expression, originality, passion, communication, self-expression, how you express yourself. I wear a suit to express myself about how I feel about the institution of the entertainment industry. I respect it. The suit is also paranormal to wear it for in honor of those who passed and as a protective measure, right? And if I'm going to someone's house, right, I'm going to give them the utmost respect. I'm going to dress up for the occasion. This is my armor, right? This is my shield. Okay? So we've got the base chakra. So that's amazing. So we go from base to voice, right? If you got to forget about all this, you forget about all this stuff here, right? So let's see what else we got. Ready? Let's see what's in the box. Ooh, guidance. Joshua says we have no choice but to open up to the new portal the universe has given us. Right. All right. Guidance. So when we're in pain, we want to, a lot of times people are like, I just want support today. Will you listen to me, baby? I just want support today. Don't need no selfishness, baby. I can't. I'm not even trying to sing, guys. I'm just doing this for entertainment purposes. We look for signs. We do this all the time. When we're in pain, we look for love of any kind. Will you just love me? I just want to be loved. Please help me be loved. Will you help me be loved? It's like the preacher at the church. Give me your money. Give me your money so I can go to Cancun. But I'm actually going to say I'm going to build a chapel. But give me your money. I need to go to Cancun because this place is crazy. Right? That's not every preacher, but y'all get the point. So guidance. So let's get that purple in there. Y'all ready for that purple? Here we go. Ready? So open that third eye. We're going to insulate that third eye first. We're going to take what I call the jelly. So the jelly for the masses. You got that from Dale Rendon. Take the jelly for the masses, and I want you to put it on your head like this. All right, and then I want you to take the jelly. It's a light purple, and you put it right here. It's a cool color, cool feel. Create that clear space. Clear, cancel, and delete. Something failed. Don't know what it was. All right. Open that heart chakra. Get to that voice. Ground yourself. Let that purple in. Let that voice in. All right. Faith on Easter. Let's look at that. Look at that. All right. You got to open your hands. So a lot of people are having problems with their faith in themselves, faith in others. They're like, I give up on these people. This happens a lot of times. We get pain. We're in pain. We're like, I just wish this person understood how much I love this stuff. And I just wish they understood what I need right now. Because if they understood, then maybe they would listen. And if they listen, then maybe my world will be a better place. Okay. We've all been there. We've all heard it. We've all got it. But faith, his card says you have to have hope. So if you have faith and you bring the hope in, right? Remember, hope floats, right? That great movie back in the day. Hope floats. You have to believe in miracles. So for that, look at that. Look, okay, okay, look at this. So y'all know I just pull these cards, right? But I have this deck here for everyday miracles. So we're gonna pull some everyday miracle cards from this. I'm gonna tell you, this is how the Lord or the universe works in mysterious ways. I swear, sometimes when you're older, you get weaker. Okay. Okay, ready? Yeah, here we go. All right. What's in the box? What's in the box? Ooh, ooh. You can refuse to enter, but you cannot bar the door that Christ holds open. Come unto me who holds it open for you, for while I live, it cannot be shut, and I live forever. Into his presence would I enter now. I mean, come on! Come on! Come on! It's Easter. Look at this. This is shit you can't make up. This is why I love doing this with y'all on every Sunday. Into his presence would I enter now. You can refuse to enter, but you cannot bar the door that Christ holds open. So let me tell you something. If someone is holding the door open for you, if a teacher is holding the door open for you and you are trying to bar it for someone, you are doing wrong, right? That door they might be ready to walk through just because you're not. This goes a lot with faith too. If someone says, I'm going to give this whole thing another shot because my childhood was this, that, these, and those, but now I'm older and now I get it. And it could be anything. It could be any kind of denomination. Universality here, guys. Really. And they just say, hey, I'm going to do this. Who the hell do you think you are to say why? Why? They've already gotten to that point. They've gone through the pain. They've gone through the emotional baggage, right? Some people in the faith community, they've had a lot of damage for different reasons. It could be a friend. It could be personal experience. It could be a death. It could be all kinds of different things, right? So we have to make sure that just because you refuse to enter, right? Just because you refuse to enter does not mean that you should try to prevent other people from entering. That's a deep card. Let's open some angel energy. Speaking of Angel Energy tonight, Greg is going to be doing. He said he's going to try to contact Angels tonight. Ghostbox Live. So let's set that scene for him. We'll just set that frequency. We'll Shoku Rei, Seihiki to Komio. Open that heart. Care Bear, stare it. All right, here we go. I could see peace instead of this. I think it's another mediumship card, guys. I could see peace instead of this. Let's look at this. All right. So, is anybody who has a fondness for the dandelions? I think that's what it's called, right? I see somebody as a little girl just blowing the dandelion. Like, is there anybody here who has a fondness of doing that? Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. Okay. All right. When a situation has been dedicated wholly to truth, look at that. Joshua talks about truth, and I pull a card on truth. When a situation has been dedicated wholly to truth, peace is inevitable. Wow. That's amazing. Truth will correct all errors in my mind. Now, that's a key here in my mind. The mind, my mind is different than your mind, and her mind is different than his mind. So we have to be very quiet. Oh, sit quietly. Look at that. Sit quietly and close your eyes. The light within you is sufficient enough. If someone says you are not burning bright enough, tell them I got 3 words for you. Forget this shit. Just say it. I got 3 words for you. Forget this shit. Because I'm on my own journey. Right? I'm on my own journey. You're on your own journey. I'm on my own journey. And that journey, that trekking of transformation, that truth that you're sharing with the world, it's an intense thing. It's a very intense thing. And you have to realize as you are sharing your trek, a lot of people do blogs and cogs and mogs and all this stuff. And you have to realize that they are portraying, you see me once a week, right? I'm portraying one thing, right? This is Suitsy Bootsy, the entertainer, the eccentric medium. But hey, I cry. I put my pants on one leg at a time, right? We're all human beings here. And so we need to sit quietly more, and we need to close our eyes when the light is within you is sufficient enough, right? It alone has the power to give the gift of sight to you. Exclude the outer world and let your thoughts fly. Look at that, fly. We talked about fly earlier in the web to the peace within. And they know why. They know the way. So your peaceful mind knows the way. You just have to let it go. Let go, let God. Right? Take the ego out. Because Edge, what does ego do? Edges God out. I did not make that up. Someone else did. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. So that was really nice for what's in the box and the miracles. All right, so let's get back to the chakra stuff. All right, let's go. Ooh, honesty. Ooh, I feel like some people think they're just too honest for their own good here. I really do. I think some people are too transparent. They're, like, hey, this is how I feel. And everybody don't want to hear how you feel all the time, right? I used to be that. I used to be that all the time. Sometimes I still am. I just like, I'm going to tell you how I feel. They're like, well, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe we should shut the hell up. Let's pull a T card. How about that for that? Y'all ready for T card on that? Oh, the boot. All right. Let me tell you what the boot represents. Okay. All right. 41. I was talking about Beckett earlier, so he's probably in here. That energy's probably around. Putting your best foot forward, protection from danger, changing situations, travel and success. I feel like one of you is in the brink of about to start traveling a little bit more. Ever since COVID still exists, but a lot of things are like lessening up. Get ready, guys. Something else is coming. You're gonna have some. We're gonna have some bad. Well, we got bad storms here in Mississippi. It's Tuesday and Wednesdays is tornado day. But something is coming. Y'all can feel it. People can feel the energy shifting, right? From the COVID fog to now this other thing. It's a lot more intense. It's hitting people in a very different way. So let's clear, cancel, and delete that. Let's create a new space, right? That we can sort of overcome that anxiety. I feel there's a lot of people have some anxiety going. So what I want you to do, I want you to imagine that you're the Tin Man. I want you to be like, right? So we're gonna oil you. You ready? Here you go. We're gonna oil your third eye. We're gonna oil your base chakra, your root chakra, your throat, your solar plexus. Back to your third eye, to your crown, to your heart. Ooh, that made me feel good. Ooh, that made me feel good. Ooh, that made me feel good. Back to the crown. Ooh, that made me feel good. To the base. To the root. All right. The boot card tells you to get out of the comfy chair and stride forward. So if you are feeling like you've been in the chair for too long, or you've been working behind the scenes too long, it is now time for you to take the role. Pick the role up and say, you know what? Hey, let me tell you, I'm gonna take myself forward. Right? I tell people learn some tongue twisters, because if you can learn tongue twisters, right? I had a great teacher, Gary Diamandis. I never realized why he made us learn these damn things, but like, if you stick a stack of liquor in your locker, you'd be full to put a lock. You'd be swell to put a lock upon your stock. For some joker who was quicker will steal you of your liquor if you fail to put a lock upon your stock. Not everybody can do that. There's one about Tweedlebeetle's fight. It's called Tweedlebeetle Battle. Tweedlebeetle's fighting a puddle with paddles on a poodle eating noodle. With noodles. It's called a Tweedle Beetle Puddle Paddle Noodle. Tweedle Beetle. It's called a Tweedle Beetle Puddle Paddle Noodle Doodle Battle. Not everybody can do that. So if you have anxiety about speaking in front of people, learn some tongue twisters, because if you can learn tongue twisters and you can talk like that, then guess what happens? Let me tell you, you can talk in front of people. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all hear that? Ooh. Somebody's just letting go of stuff. I can feel it. That's awesome. Ooh. 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 Ee. Ee. Ooh. Re. Da. Ra. Ra. He. Ru. Ra. Ooga. 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 Sooth. All right. Step up to claim your victory. You have worked hard to get there. All right. So that's what the boot represented for us. Here we go. All right. All right. All right. So being honest with ourselves. That's an interesting thing. I think a lot of people are like, oh, if I'm honest, that means I gotta do stuff. I gotta do stuff. I might need to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Some more oil for you. There you go. All right. Compassion. So as you are dealing with the pain of transformation, right? Don't be afraid to ask people for to have a little compassion. Now, that does not mean throw a pity party. Very clear. Let's make it a Suits announcement, a Suitsy Bootsy announcement. Just because I'm in pain or I'm dealing with some, right, does not mean, right, that you have to stop your whole world and come into my world, right? Your world is blue skies. Mine right now might be like a lavender because I'm trying to paint it so I get some intuitive insight and be like, let me just see the world in the right way. Just let me see the world in a right way. Just let me feel the world in a right way. Oh, please let me see, 'cause I've got box in my socks. I got box in my socks. Geranium, chrysanthemum. So my sky might be lavender tonight, right? Because I'm trying to get my intuitiveness like, let me just see the truth. Even if I don't want to experience it, I need to see it. Right? Oh, you feel that? Ooh, very, very different, right, than earlier. Oh, that heart, people's hearts letting go. Somebody's laughing. I feel somebody laughing. I feel somebody like, I wish I could do that. You can. Come on. All right. So have compassion, but ooh, look at that sound. Come on, guys. Let me see it. Let me see it. Ooh, let me see it. Ooh, ooh. Let me see it. Sound, 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 sound. We're doing sound and sound shows up. Oh, look at that. And the sound gets stronger. Isn't that amazing? Oh, thank y'all for that. That feels so good. Wow. Someone just asked, "How do I know?" I just heard this message. I don't know who this is for, but someone is asking in the universe, in their psyche head, um, if I don't know what to say, how do I say it? And that's a hard question because you have to ask yourself, why don't I know how to say it? And the reason why is because possible reason why is that you haven't experienced it, right? You haven't really experienced what it is that like how to communicate your feelings about it. Like a lot of people when they're first in love and they think they know what love is, and they have no idea. They have no idea. And so they're like, I, I, because they're trying to equivocate it. Is that right? Is that a word? Equivocate, make it equal, trying to like make other things around it equal, right? And they're trying to be like, oh well, that's we were like, oh, you were in love, dumbass. Like that's what it was. You were in love and you didn't know it because you were so caught up on other things. You were caught up in your trauma. You were caught up in your pain. You were caught up in your grief. And so this colors your sky. And we have to remember that we have all these chakra colors, and we can always go up and say, I want some blue, and I want a little bit of orange, and I want a yellow sun and some white clouds. Throw a little red in there to ground me, a little purple in there to inspire me, a little orange in there to help me, a little blue to help me, let me make my sound. So throw a little yellow in there, throw some white clouds in there, throw a little red in there to ground me, Throw some blue in there to give me a voice. Throw some purple in there to let me know everything's going to be okay. 'Cause I've got the right people today. Sound. That's amazing. That's just. Oh, we got some turtle energy. So that tells me we got to look at the spirit animal before we go. All right. Turtle, 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 turtle. So, Joshua, Will, you have to ask how the great sages of this world would communicate their feelings. Now, I'm going to tell you, you never know when someone says, hi. They knock on your door. They say, this is what we hear. But we want to hear this. But we hear this. Hell, we would be satisfied with this. But we hear this. Like a damn woodpecker. And we look at the peak hole and we see the guy going like, because he's expressing himself. They're expressing themselves. They're being assertive, self-control. But you have to learn how to have self-control, Joshua. You have to say, hey, I was in pain then. What am I now? What color is my sky? My father used to always say, son, what color is your sky? At the time, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. But now at 40, I get it. Because his sky was one color. And everybody else's sky was in one color. Right? Sometimes we just all go into a different portal of life. We're like, my sky is silver and blue. Or guess what? It may be black and blue. Or it may be gray with polka dots. Right? We may hear drumming. So, Joshua, what I would say is I'd take my heart, go back to the heart temple. We talked about this last week. Go to the heart temple. Right? Go to the heart temple. Get you some aventurine. Get you a green stone. When you're talking to them, get some blue stone. Put it in your hand. If you don't have one, just say, hey, I need some soda light in this world. I need some aventurine in this world. I'm going to take that energy. I'm going to take that frequency. I'm going to bring it in. Woo! Right? I'm going to take it in. Bridget talks about, I still use what color are you feeling with my girls? I love each of them interpret their colors differently. Right. Some people, like I have a friend, and every time I create a character and I use this color, I'm like, ooh, yep, that's that person. Or one person will talk to me and be like, if you said, I'll give y'all an example. I want y'all to say what color I remind you of. We got 7 people watching, and it's 9:35. So each of you, we got 5 people over here on Suits and Boots channel watching, 7 over here on the Things Network. Tell me, what color do I represent to you? All right, go. Oh my God. Yo. I feel like bright yellow and bright blue. So that's bright yellow and that's bright blue. I want y'all to see what when I pull the next card I pulled. Can y'all read what that says? That says divine consciousness. Oh, Anne Marie says yellow. Oh, I appreciate it. Honor says white. All right. So this is a mediumship message too. I got 2 mediumship messages here in the shot. Oh, and well, I got 3 mediumship messages. So there's a grandmother here who's talking about someone's self-esteem. And she deals with yellow flowers. This grandmother does. So I want you to see this right here. So confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride. So confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride. And so this grandmother is saying to me that you need to learn how to go out and pick the flowers that you want to pick. They are ready to quote unquote sacrifice themselves so that you can be inspired. If it's a painting, as long as you pick the flowers for the rightful reason, as long as you're doing the action for the rightful reason, that's a direct mediumship message. Hello, Annette. We asked them what color that I remind them of. Okay. So as long as your actions are for the rightful reason, that's something very, very important. Bridget it sounds like your great grandma. This may be 2 grandmas. Oh, yeah, it's 2 grandmas. Oh, I can. Oh, they get in my ear. Oh, okay. Hey, I get it. I get it. I know who you are. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's 2 grandmas. Forgiveness is the next one. Look at that. We talked about dandelion early. Look at that shit. Look, it's right there. It's right there. Look at that. Woo wee. That's amazing. I love it so much. I love it so much. I love it so much. So forgiveness has to deal a lot with yourself, self-esteem, and your love. Your love from animals comes from your grandmother. And there's when you start to become more inspired, right? When you become more inspired, then 2 stars are going to align for you. It's going to be work and work and a personal thing. So let's put the yellow in there to your sky. Let's put that beautiful yellow, right? With that purple, right? And we'll open that heart so we can learn how to forgive and love ourselves more. All right, letting go, Joshua. That's what this card says. It says letting go, healing, growth, and compassion. So allowing yourself to see what color your sky is, right? If y'all look up there, it gives you some options. So when you are compassionate, and we had that compassionate card earlier, right? That's what's crazy, y'all. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. But feels so good. There's a lot of heart coming tonight. There's a lot of heart coming tonight. And we have all these beautiful colors right here. The trauma. So I want you all to say, hey, I'm going to paint my sky tonight. So that when I wake up in the morning, right, I'm going to have a realize, like my father would say, I'm going to have my realized sky, like my sky, like our sky, right? And just because my sky is a different color, just because we don't always look up, right? We don't always look up. But a lot of people they're always down on themselves, so they're looking down. They're like, right? But when the next time you just need to feel good, just look up at your sky that you've painted. in the heavens, because it's not synchronicity, coincidences. Let me tell you, when you see a sky that you painted, right, and you can go out and get some colors, have a fun time with it, you know, paint a little sky, paint a little sky. Forgive yourself. So as you paint a little sky, just let all that weight fly out of your hand. Be like Jackson Pollock. Go kush, 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 right? And watch that self-esteem grow. Okay? And then those inspirations going to come too. Oh, look at that. Money. So your money. Oh, look at that. Oh, well, I can't. So I can't show you the card because it has nudity in it, but sexuality. And so the embracement of your personal life is you're going to feel hot. You're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to start feeling that you're going to start feeling good and feeling wanted and desired, and you're going to start desiring and wanting things and the rightful action, the RA, the rightful action. So as long as it's in a rightful way, right? You can wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror and say, it was a rightful action. I'm good. I have no emotional weight, right? I'm good. I'm golden. I'm of value. I am my self-worth. I have been compassionate. I'd not take away someone's self-esteem. I'd not become a vampire and suck shit away. Tippy toeing, ha ha ha. What, Virginia? Don't y'all love when people who are I'm not tiptoeing. I could put the boot out. Oh, tiptoeing around that card, yes. Well, this is a family show, and so but you're desiring and you're how you feel. There's a great movie called Pollock. If you haven't watched it, Bridget, it's amazing. But yeah, so the card I can tell you openness, sharing, beauty, and honor. So in our sexuality, right, as we're opening ourselves, right, to experiencing new things, as we're sharing our experiences, as we are beautifying ourselves and others, and we're honoring those people. We all have desires. My dad used to say, heart full of desire, pocket full of money. We used to say. But I now also realize that to have that pocket full of money, you had to have desire. You had to work for something. You had to put the work in. Because if you don't put the work in, then you won't have the profit. You won't have the resources to make those desires, because desire is one thing, reality is another. How realistically, right? As I would tell my clients, you say, what do you realistically want? Not what your dreams you want. What's realistically do you want? And they would say, I want to be a guest star. Okay, that's probably not real. You don't have any credit, but I want to be a co-star, or I want to under 5. And then I want to build up. I have about 10 under 5s, and I want to co-star by this year, and I want to be guest star, and I want a series regular by this. That's more realistic because there's more meat on the bone. There's more to devour. There's more to trust. Just as in the industry, you have some people who are thrown right into the main course, but a lot of people start off an appetizer. Some people are always the appetizer. They're going to be the appetizer because they're happy being the appetizer, and that's fine and dandy. I'm not an appetizer, right? Give me the main course. I'm gonna work my butt off, and I might actually like, oh shoot, I thought I could afford the main course, but I can't afford the main course now, so I'll take some more appetizer, right? Right. But like Joshua said, foundation. So openness, sharing, honor. Be honorable to yourself. You're smart. You're beautiful. You're attractive, even though you might not feel like it all the time, right? Currently, I have a flipper in my mouth. I don't feel attractive. I don't feel attractive. My eyebrows need to be a little, like right. I got a little gutty gut, but I'm feeling good about me. At 40, I'm alive. Got a beautiful son, an amazing wife. Life is good. The whole rebirthing process is good, and you have the power. You have the power to see the inspiration. All right. Okay, so we did some chakra cards. Let's see. When to go? When to go? When to go? Okay. No. Okay. All right. How about we finish it up with some Doreen Virtue life purpose cards? Y'all ready for this? Oh, let's see. Let's see what Doreen Virtue. No, she doesn't do this anymore. And someone else uses her name. Here we go. Y'all ready? What's gonna be my life purpose? You see, music. I'm not a singer. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. I can't make that shit up. Y'all see that? Somebody should give Hollywood a call. Right? Because I can't make that shit up. Look right there. Look. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. That is, whew, that made me feel good inside. School. Your answer to your seeking involves going to school. Oh, no. No. No, no, no. No, no, no more school. Why does my thing keep going? Sound keeps going down. So if you feel like, Bridget, that might be you. You're in school right now, so that might be you. Someone's thinking about becoming an artist. If you're going to become an artist, know why you're in the art. Love the art, not yourself in the art. Konstantin Stanislavski. Artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. That might be for a few other people too, I think. Books. I love books. If you ever want to give me something, y'all can send me books. Books on poetry. I love poetry books. I love plays. I love comic books, graphic novels, Batman. People are like, what can we always get you? And that's kind of, I want to have a lot. My next house, we're going to have a library. If y'all following me on my Facebook page, y'all see I always tag me and Virginia. We're just like manifesting like a big, we walk in the house. We have to find the house that has like shelves already built in because it's expensive as hell to make them. And so I can just we can put our books. We have so many books. All right. Oracle cards. Look at that. Look at that. I feel like I'm giving myself a reading. This is weird. You're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. Oh, yeah, Bridget, I would definitely say yes. And there's something about practice. I don't know who's doing this. Someone's having to do a lot of practice recently. And I keep seeing like people like highlighting things and Bridget, this isn't you. This is more about somebody who it's almost, you keep on rehashing and recounting different things. It's really weird, but practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. That's a great thing to do. All right. Look at that. Let go. We talked about let go earlier. We got to let go. So we got to let go. All right. So we're going to let these cards go. Boom. Okay. Let's put these back with Doreen Virtue. Okay. I'll let you go. Okay. This is what I hate. What y'all done to me? What y'all done to me? I used to be so like my cards. I walked in the other day and I was like, my ancestor cards are with my other cards. This is weird. I don't understand why that's happening. Not your fault, my fault. But all right. Okay. Here we go. Y'all want some messages from heaven to end the night? Y'all ready? Since it is eccentric medium, right? We got 9 minutes. Here we go. Y'all ready? Here we go. Here's some messages from heaven. Hope they make you smile. We will assist you in helping the important people in your life. Use love. Virginia, I'm going to show you this card. I want you just to see what I see. Okay. That's crazy. I think this might be for my wife, so I'm just going to. Changes can bring new life and energy. And energy. We will hold your hand. Virginia, is this not freaking you out a little bit? Okay. All right. Next thing, focus your mind on what you really want. We are helping. Anne Marie, I think that's for you. Okay. Next one is, we care about you. We want you to take care of yourself. This is for you, Joshua. Okay. Someone needs your support. Can you help them? We will guide you. So I just want you to remember that if you feel like you need support, you can always say, "Hey, little angel. Hey, little saint. Hey, big ancestor. Can you lend me some paint? Because I want to paint a sky tonight. I want to paint a sky today." Wow. If y'all don't know about this, the owl was really big with Easter. If you, for who's Easter's named after. Um, so that's pretty cool that came up. Talk to us. We are still listening. Wow. Um, who else? Honor, this is for you. Problems that have held you back are being cleared. We are monitoring it. So Honor has a monitor. That's look at that. Maybe you need to go out and get some ocean, some lake. This is somebody on the Suitsy Bootsy channel. I don't know because they're not talking, but this is your card, Suitsy Bootsy channel. We are easing the blockage which is holding you back. Go for it. Okay. This is somebody who's looking for a relationship and who has a cat. So we rejoice when you find love. Love comes in many unexpected ways. So you may feel like you are lost, but they're coming to you as a animal to help you find your partner. Holy shit! Look. Okay, this is. I'm about to die. Virginia. Virginia, look. Let the animals on earth support you. Feel their unconditional love. We have a cat who's black, named Excalibur. You know, we had another black cat before that named Arthur. Not Arthur, named Avalon. Excuse me. And that's nuts. So this is somebody who's thinking about becoming an intuitive. But I would look at bird energy first. So Annette, this might be you. Believe in yourself and your abilities. We believe in you. I think that might be for you, Annette. Okay. And then and I guess I'll leave it on this one. If y'all know the story about footprints, right? You know, the person asks, you know, I saw 2 sets of footprints, you know, Jesus, why? And then I saw 1 set. And and then that's when Jesus said, that's when I was carrying you. Put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. All right, Spirit, we get the message. Virginia, look. Virginia, where'd you see this? All right, and finally, stand up for what you know is right. We are supporting you. And since we are at the Wolf Bear Den, we'll do one more. We're helping to bring a little luck your way. You deserve it. Y'all all deserve it. Y'all are amazing. Y'all keep watching and watching and watching, and I love it. And y'all are sharing and liking this video. Please continue to do that. It really helps me out. I'm working in the near future on getting the website up for Sundays with Suits, and the cards that we picked that night we'll try to put up there. Well, not all of them, but just a little bit of something. But y'all have been amazing as always. Remember, Greg with Ghostbox Live is coming next. He's I think he's reaching out to angels. It is Easter. It is a time of rebirth. It's a time of resurrection. You may not believe that you can be resurrected. You may not believe that you can be reborn. But I tell you, my dear brothers and sisters, you can be reborn. You can and you will. You just have to believe in yourself. You can refuse to enter. Shit. You can refuse to enter, but you cannot bar the door that Christ holds open. Come unto me who holds it open for you. For while I live, it cannot be shut, and I live forever. Into his presence would I enter now. I know some of you want Christians, and that's fine, and that's dandy. The world needs more people who think outside the box. We need people who are open to different things and who are not persecutors. Saul said, that Jesus asked Saul, "Why do you persecute me?" That's when Saul got boom, knocked on the ground, became Paul. So last thing I'm gonna do, because it's 9:57, I'm gonna pull an angel wisdom card to end the night, and I just want to say this: next week, okay, here we go. Oh, look at this, Virginia. I want you to see something, Virginia. Look. This card says, failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, the distractions of daily life, discontentment or boredom, lost in your own world. Wake up. That's not what I'm telling about, Virginia. But I want y'all to look at this card. And I want you to know that, see, you may feel like you are alone, but you know what? You're never alone. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're always there. And this is the grandmother again. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay. I think this might be for Virginia, my wife. We have a child, so children or childhood. Revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be. This happens a lot of times when we're in pain and when we're in trauma. We just have to appreciate it and learn from it. So, and know that seeds will be planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future. Don't have unnecessary worry. Y'all been great. Y'all been amazing as always. Shoot me an email, guys. I put the email in the description below. Sundayswithsuits@gmail.com. Also, the Eccentric Medium. Tell me what you want to talk about. Shoot me an email. Say, hey, Suitsy Bootsy, I want to talk about this. All right, I got to go, guys. Onward, upward, greatness abound. So great, Mandy. Create that art, make that impact with the army of now and the army of tomorrow, so that we don't have to have armies tomorrow. No, we can have it all now. People won't wear masks. They can chase fairies. They can debate. They can say all these beautiful things. They can have guidance. They can communicate properly. They can understand grief and they can understand trauma. And they won't be crying to the moon. All right, guys. Let your wolf howl. Let your song be heard. Y'all been amazing. I'm out of here. Uga Sooth.